This is the ALLOYMAN 8-volt cordless hedge trimmer. Let's take it out of the box. In the box you get the instruction manual, the motor part, if you will, part that you hold, the USB cable for charging, USB to USB-C, a hedge trimmer, and a grass trimmer. Let me show you how this goes together. So here's the unit itself. Motor in here is 1100 RPM. The battery in here charges in 1 hour, and it can run for up to 1 hour. USB charge port over here, there's a couple of charge indicator lights. This thing you might have been seeing is a key. Without this plugged in, right over there, it won't run. So you can keep that out, and it won't run even if you squeeze the trigger. There's a lock on the trigger, you gotta push that, and then you can do the trigger. Once you plug that in, then it will run. So we'll unplug that now for safety. Also a great thing when you're gonna be putting blades on. And they made it really easy. If you take a look, we'll start with the hedge trimmer blade. See this little black piece coming off there? That fits down in the bottom, and then it snaps in place. So you fit that down in there, and it snaps on. To remove it, squeeze, and it comes out. So you just got to get that little black piece seated down in there for it to snap on. And there you go. And if I take that off, just to show you, plug that in. Now it'll run. If you wanted to put the shrubber on, it works, the grass trimmer on, it works the same way. Same black piece coming off there. So fit that down, and then it'll snap in. Sometimes you could just squeeze the little guys there to get it in, and once everything is flush, it's ready to go. Plug this back in, and there you go, all set and ready to trim. We're going to start with the hedge trimmer part over here, and I'll show you how all of that works. So we'll snap that on, and we're good to go. One other thing I wanted to point out is this also has an adjustable angle. Press the button, turn it like that. So now you can use it this way, and you have different positions. You just put this here so it doesn't blow away. And that's your other position like that. So you can go anywhere in between. Something like that's good. Let's go ahead and give this a test. I have a persistent problem with these vines growing over my fence. All the time I got to trim these things, and it's a real pain. These also are spiny, so I have some nice dirty gardening gloves to go with it. And let's go ahead and see if it'll just snip it right off here. I can grab it without getting stuck by the thorns. There we go. Not bad. If I had a ladder, you know, I could get up here a little better. These here aren't spiny, at least, but you can see that it knocks them right down without any trouble whatsoever. Much better. You have to realize the limitations of your tools. Obviously, that's not going to cut because the notches in here aren't big enough for it. But I should be able to chop this off without any problem. This is a little unruly. That's no problem. That's a little too thick there, so can't cut that. But we can choke up on it a bit over here. And it did indeed lop it right off. It's kind of dead here, so that's no problem. And these guys here obviously are no problem either. Now we'll go on to the grass trimmer. So you can see this here gets overgrown. I usually have a solar light here, so I don't do the best of job with it because I'm too lazy to take it out when I do the lawn. But you can come in here and do this. Now, this is kind of like a comb. You know, you try to comb your hair, you get a knot in it, something. It's not going to go one right through and you're done. You got to work at it. You can take tufts of it here and trim that off. And then we can take all this stuff out that I cut right over here. And obviously, I have a lot more work to do here, but you can see the big tuft that was here is now gone. No problem at all for the ALLOYMAN trimmer. So all around pretty good. By no means is this going to take down a forest if you have some really overgrown hedges and shrubs and grass and stuff like that. Like I said, you have to realize the limitation of the tool. Let's look at it here. There are much bigger ones on the market. What I find these are exceptionally good for, these smaller size ones, are twofold. Number one, if you've already trimmed your hedges and everything looks great out there, but then you're out one day, a week or two later, and you say, oh, this one little thing is just growing, and that one little thing is just growing. Little bits and pieces there, great for touch-up work. You don't have cords, you don't have anything you have to deal with. The other time is great is when you've already done your hedges with big hedge trimmers and really gotten the job done. You'll stand back and take a look at your work and say, oh, I missed that piece there, I missed that piece there, I wish I would have, and you already put everything away, and to get it all out again, you're like, ah, the heck with it, you know? No, grab this guy, just grab and go, plug the little guy in over here, and you're ready to trim, just like that. With the adjustable angle, it can get you into any tight spaces, and it's also great for detail work where the bigger tools simply aren't going to fit. So all around, a very nice hedge trimmer and grass shear from ALLOYMAN. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.